Good afternoon and welcome to your 1 o'clock bulletin with Solent Sports News. I'm Thomas Dean.
And I'm Callum Byrne. England got their Rugby World Cup campaign underway with a loss to tournament favourites Australia. It was a valiant effort, but England suffered an 18-4 loss.
Time is ticking down in anticipation for Anthony Joshua's world title defence against Carlos Takam. Joshua, who currently holds the IBF, IBO and WBA world heavyweight belts, faces the French Cameroonian tomorrow night in Cardiff in front of 76,000 fans.
This weekend, Lewis Hamilton could become the 5th driver in the sport's history to win 4 Formula One World Championships. The Mercedes driver leads the title race by 66 points, meaning a 5th place finish in Mexico this weekend would guarantee him his 4th title since entering the sport in 2007.
It's true that I only need to finish 5th, but I think to myself, how would I feel if I was to finish 5th and win the World Championship? It would feel great. I'm very, very proud to raise the British flag every time I'm on the podium, and to be up there with the greats. Yeah, it's beyond my dreams and beyond our family's wildest dreams.
In golf, world number 1 Dustin Johnson leads the World Golf Championships event in Shanghai after shooting 9 under par on day 2. His second round of 63 took him above fellow American Brooks Koepka onto 13 under. England's Dustin Johnson Rose is in 3rd after a round of 68 at Sheshin International.
2 former Saints managers have been in the news this week as the Premier League managerial merry-go-round keeps on spinning. After being sacked by Southampton in June, Claude Puel returns to the Premier League, taking over former champions Leicester City, whereas Dutchman Ronald Koeman was sacked from Everton on Monday.
Breaking news this morning as Spurs announced that Harry Kane will miss Tottenham's top-of-the-table clash to Manchester United on Saturday lunchtime. The 24-year-old won't feature at Old Trafford after suffering a hamstring strain last weekend against Liverpool.
Elise Christie has been crowned Sunday Times Sportswoman of the Year. The speed skater became a triple world champion back in March to pick up the trophy at last night's awards ceremony. She beat British tennis player Joanna Konta and martial artist Bianca Walkden, who finished 2nd and 3rd respectively. And now it's time for some promos for our 4:30 bulletin made by our very own news teams this afternoon.
QK Southampton will be taking on Southampton under-23s in the 3rd round of the Senior Cup. Our reporters went down to check how the local side were getting on ahead of their big game.
It's very hard for a team like QK to win that cup. We're competing on all fronts, we're in every competition and things are good, But I do believe this year we're going to be in amongst the trophies.
We've been keeping up with Team Solent as well, as the men's football team have finally had an upturn in form. Captain Curtis Thorne gave us some insight into how they managed it.
It wasn't the best start due to students being in and out of Southampton. But to be honest, the system's been always professional. We always try and stay together professionally. So we just stayed on top of it really. Our manager's really keen on us, trying to get us here, trying to train all the time and just staying fit.
On to athletics now, and we chat to young and upcoming runner Mohammed, fresh from a top performance at the Great South Run. Our reporter has a preview for the 4:30 bulletin.
I was planning to finish just top 10, but as a result last year I finished 15th, so it gave me, that was amazing to finish 6th position.
And that's all we have time for now. Make sure to follow our Facebook, Twitter and now Instagram pages at Solent Sports News for a behind-the-scenes look into our very own newsroom.
We'll be back at 4:30 with the full stories made by our news teams this afternoon. Until then, it's goodbye from us.